Hey everybody, more Triangle Strategy. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we returned to the Rosellan village, but this time with the result actually there, thank God. And we are going to now be fighting against and recruiting her. Just to be honest, we know how this is gonna go.
Time to hand over the treasure.
Treasure? Humble folk, no treasure here.
Don't play coy with us. We know it's here.
Yeah, no way Esperos would go through the trouble hiding this book if there weren't no treasure.
Fool! Don't go blabbing all our secrets.
A book? What book? We didn't see no book.
A book? They stole a book from the archives?
Use your eyes and think. If we were hiding treasure, would we not avail ourselves some small portion of it?
I suppose.
Don't let his fancy words befuddle that big head of yours. If they're just going to keep yapping on about having no treasure, we might as well drive him out ourselves. And if they get hurt in the process, they can't say we didn't warn them.
It is I who shall warn you. Cease this folly, and we will not punish you. This falls under our rule, and we won't suffer bandits to harass our subjects.
We don't need the sufferance of some blue bloods. You'll regret crossing swords with me and mine. 'Tis your last chance. Hand over the treasure so we can all go home and Pa can stop his moaning about how we're so poor. Or don't hand it over and make it fun for us. We're coming for you either way.
I like both Travis and Trish. They're fun characters. Bop, bop. Goal is just to defeat Trish. So let's grab our recommended.
Understood.
I'll do my best.
These Yens keep getting recommended. That looks off. Oh, because Roland and Benedict aren't here. That's why.
Thank you for relying on
Grab
this
Chroma.
old maid.
Wouldn't make sense to bring Travis
Aye,
along.
leave it to me.
Let's grab Hospara,
Consider it done.
Archie, and yeah, Archibald like up there, something like that. We just have to beat Trish, who shouldn't be too difficult. Act Again is pretty good though. Do we have Corentin with us? Well, you do not. Who's our unrecorded Hospar? Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep it like this. That's fine.
All right, come on, come on! I'll be giving out bruisings for free.
Whatever treasure you seek, it isn't here. Leave now and save us all unnecessary trouble.
Shut your trap. That's exactly what someone with treasure would say, and we're coming for it.
I was hoping she would go not that way, but oh well.
Allow me.
She did go that way. Yeah, that's fine. We can just go like so.
The hunt is on.
Sight set could be decent.
Try this. Feisty, aren't we? Gotta take it on the chin.
Catapult.
Oh, now that feels good.
That's fine. Just dive down.
To work.
Easy peasy. We'll probably put you to sleep. Well, try it at least.
Rest? Allow me.
Got some oil going.
I've got my sights all set.
Dealing damage to mages is always a good idea. Because mages are scarifying. That's right, they're not just scary, they're not just terrifying, they are both. They are scarifying. Good avoid from Groma.
Let me heal you.
Not a good avoid from Groma.
Allow me.
This will help. I'll give it my best.
Oh, just wanted the hammer. Some good spots for automatic turret.
Are you in need?
Flanagan.
On guard.
You can just hop right there.
My time is now.
Izana. You know what? Let's do the Rite of Thunderstorms. Really? It's a lot of zeros. Well, few zeros. Won't hit any of the rows for sure.
I must put an end to this.
I just wish there, like, I get why it's not a perfect accuracy, because that would be pretty ridiculous, but I wish it was just more accurate.
All right, it's my turn. Now don't move, and this'll all be over soon. Perfect opportunity.
Flaming arrow there.
Feisty, aren't we?
Roma can't really do anything. Really?
Let's go then.
I am not playing this battle well. Sure.
You're off it. How about that?
It isn't over yet.
Good dodge from Jens. Maybe you just focused on Trish.
Not another step.
Little.
Yeah,
This
sure.
battle is won. Let me heal your wounds.
Our goal is just to defeat her, so...
This is what I do. Much appreciated.
Curses.
Little. Now, what say you to a little wheeling and dealing? Hand it over, and we'll let you go with your lives.
We'll have no truck with bandits. Continue this folly at your own peril.
Okay, so there's no truck with him. What about a van? Want to take a van with bandits? Because you could fit a lot of bandits in a van. That was a terrible joke. Absolutely horrible. But I kind of like that. It's so stupid. Oh well.
Someone give an old man
Archie.
a hand.
That is a back attack.
You little. It ain't over yet.
I'll give it my best.
Defeat.
Here's a little something
Pop
special
automatic
for
turret
you.
there. And Jens will just run.
Those who oppose the heavens shall fall.
That only hit one person.
What a mess! Ow!
Again, I'm fine that it's not perfect accuracy,
take more
but
than that.
it's so inaccurate is the problem. Oh, staggering me just in one line.
This'll hurt some. Hurts, eh?
This ain't good.
Aspara.
Get out of the way! Saw right through you.
This is no joke.
Shall we begin?
You know what? We're gonna do some speedrunning strats.
Allow me. I appreciate it.
I assume that for speedrunning this game in tandem is a
Was nice
godsend.
knowing
Son of a swine herder! I can't go back to Pa empty-handed.
Defeat the boss missions are way easier than anything else. If we had to defeat every enemy, we might have been in some trouble, but we were fine.
It's over. You've lost.
No more of your little tantrums. Leastways if you like having your neck attached to your head.
Kill us if you want, you bloodthirsty bastards! We're getting that treasure! Mark my words!
Trish, stop this madness.
Pa? I told you to stay put!
And let you throw your life away? You always were too hot-headed for your own good, girl. You have my apologies for this whole mess. I'd ask you to spare our lives. But I know how the world works. Can't let bandits think they can raise and pillage with impunity. You need to make an example out of us. So take me, hang me, behead me, whatever you please. Just leave my daughter and my people their lives. I beg you.
Have you lost your mind? I was the one who led us here! Me!
Didn't expect this from the likes of you lot. I suppose even the most unsavory of us has love for their daughters.
Love her I do. Aye. She's got a bit too much of my foolhardiness in her, as you can see. She's in such a fervor to find this treasure so I can live my final days in comfort. Can't blame her for looking after her old man, can you?
Stop talking, Pa!
I'm the head of our band of ruffians, so if anyone deserves to answer for your sins, it's me, and me alone. From one leader to another, once again, I beg you, spare the others.
Then let's make a deal.
What sort of deal?
We shall pardon you and your kin and allow you to work in the Wolfort domain. But in exchange, would you serve House Wolfort? I would like you to help us find the treasure in this village.
Frederica.
I apologize for deciding this on my own, but there is some merit to this.
So you believe a treasure exists?
Of a sort, yes. It may be related to the Salt Crystal. We should at least take that possibility into consideration and investigate further.
So you're saying this treasure might help everyone, not just the lucky few? If that's the case, then I'm happy to shake to that. Take me instead of Pa, or we're like to be as old as he is before we find the treasure.
Stop with the bluster. I'm as spry as a... Ah! I cursed back.
We all know about your back, Pa. Now go on and rest. The young blood'll take care of it from here. There comes a time when a daughter's got to pick up her pa's slack, and that's now. I won't hear another word on the matter.
You'll be the end of me yet, girl.
Like father, like daughter.
Do you find this agreeable, Jerome?
I do. There was no harm done to my village or my people.
Then the deal has been struck. Let's get started with the search, shall we?
Yes, my lord. Leave it to me.
We'll get into what Trish can do before we decide on Benedict's path.
So this book is gonna help us find the treasure.
That it will. We found it stuffed in the deepest, darkest recesses of the Frosty archives. My thieving senses tell me it'll lead us to something that'll make us all rich.
Frost's most confidential information is stored in the archives. There is definitely something of import in there.
Never thought I'd say this, but good steal.
It wasn't easy, but I had to. For Pa. Sadly, it's locked up tight, and trust me, you won't be forcing that thing open. I tried.
I see. It's sealed with powerful magic.
Would we need another spell to counter the seal?
There's probably a key that can open it.
I had the same thought. It's probably nestled somewhere in this village.
What makes you say that?
Take a good look at the cover, and you'll see a map of Norzelia.
Indeed, there is. If this is the Norzelia River, then this must be the Wolfort Domain.
In which case, those jewels are right on...
This village.
Exactly. We came here because we thought we'd find a way to open it.
Jerome, do you have any notion where it could be?
I've never seen a key that would fit in that sort of lock.
Are you sure it's not just coincidence?
It could be, but if it isn't...
Then the key is in this village. And the treasure in this book must be related to the Roselle. And it may shed light on the nature of the salt crystal.
Then let's search the village.
Salt crystal? Care explaining?
In due time. First, we find the key. And when searching for lost things, a thief can be most useful. Can we count on your assistance, Trish?
Sure you can, Chief. It's what our lot do best.
We've scoured the village but have found nothing that resembles a key.
However, our search wasn't entirely fruitless. Trish told us an interesting story from when she stole the book. Share with the others, if you will.
The book seems to be titled The Diary of Orlea. Or, at least, that's what the stuffy-looking attendant said it was. Didn't mean much to me at the time, but...
Orlea? But that's...
Yes. My mother. As you know, she led the uprising of the Roselle and laid the foundations of this very village after escaping from the source. It was sometime after that she met my father, the former Archduke.
Frederica, if indeed it was your mother who penned this book, then I believe you may already have the key.
Of course! The thing we've been searching for! has been around my neck this entire time.
It opened.
So this was my mother's book.
Pray, read it for us, Frederica.
This is a legend handed down by the Roselles since times of old. It is the secret history of Norzelia. I, Orleia Roselle, am recording the legend here as the last keeper of these histories. In ancient times, the Roselle lived in Centralia, a land to the distant south of Norzelia. It sat on the shore of the sea, a source that extended to the horizon and beyond. It was said to be a paradise, a place where people never wanted for salt. The Roselle knew more about salt than anyone, for it was a part of their everyday lives. In those days, Norzelia still rested at the bottom of the sea, but a cataclysm brought it to the surface, turning it into land. The sea dried up, and the small portion that remained is what we know today as the source. Eventually, many people migrated to the new land of Norzelia. They waged war over the source, wishing to get their hands on its precious salt. Our ancestors came to Norzelia in hopes of putting an end to the fighting. They knew that the salt still remained, even without the sea. It merely crystallized and sank deep into the earth. After all their searching, they unearthed a giant crystal. No, a very pillar of salt. They showed it to the people of Norzelia, told them that salt could be found beneath their very feet. However, those who had seized control over the source sought to reign over all of Norzelia by controlling the salt. They, the holy state of Hyzant, attacked and slaughtered the Roselle. They hid the pillar, erased the existence of salt crystals, and imprisoned the surviving Roselle at the source. Thus we were branded sinners, criminals who wanted sole dominion over the land's salt. To justify their own monopoly, Hyzant created the goddess's teachings, but she needed a villain. To this very day, the Roselle are scorned, made to shed blood and tears, all in her name. But the goddess herself is proof of the Rosellan legends. I saw it with my own eyes during the uprising. Inside of her statue is the pillar of salt that was taken from our ancestors. But I could not expose the truth of the goddess. It took everything I had just to get a fragment. But that piece is the key to freeing the Roselle. It must be. For my brethren who continue to suffer for a crime they did not commit. The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessing spread across all Norzelia. The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people. The blessing my mother spoke of was the salt crystal.
And the false teachings referred to salt existing outside the source. It would be the key to ending Hyzant's monopoly on salt. This has the power to change Norzelia as we know it, but it is not something we can recklessly proclaim.
But I cannot forgive Hyzant. They rewrote history with their false doctrines and continue to oppress the Roselle, all to maintain their power over salt.
We have the keys that can unlock the fetters that have bound us for so long. We need only find a way to use them.
We would need conclusive evidence. Right now, all we have is a salt crystal. We would not be able to prove that more salt lies beneath the earth, or even the truth of the goddess's statue.
I don't care how much time it takes. Can we not find out the truth?
House Wolford is currently under the banner of Hyzant. We may be branded as rebels if the Holy State deems our actions as defiance of the goddess.
And so, history would repeat itself.
But my mother has given us a chance with this book. I cannot simply let it pass me by.
I understand how you feel, and the responsibility of House Wolford to the Roselle. Please give me some time to think, Frederica.
Of course. I believe in House Wolford. And in you, Serenoa.
You deserve credit as well, Lady Frederica. You and your mother are the reasons we can wield this truth. You are a friend of the Roselle, now and forever. Walk proud with the knowledge that you have served your people well.
I shall. Thank you, Jerome.
There is none other I would trust to lead our people into the future. Where you go, we shall follow. Of that you have my word.
I shall count on it.
I think I follow you. These salt crystals, they're the treasure we're looking for?
Correct, and not a word to anyone of what's written in this book.
Mum's the word, promise. Guess that means you don't want any suspicious-looking fellows anywhere near this place. Now, I know we haven't always seen eye to eye, but how'd you feel about leaving the protection of this village to Pa and the others? Decrepit as he is, he can still bust heads better than any rank-and-file troops. I can promise that much.
For what it's worth, I believe her. Her sort aren't known for lying.
As do I. Then I leave the protection of the village to Travis. I hope that's fine with you, Jerome.
The Roselle treat all creeds fairly, so long as we are treated fairly and kind.
Thank you for your understanding. Well then, we should return to the capital. I would consult with Benedict and Roland on this new turn of events.